My name's Eleanor Brooke-Peat. I'm Assistant Curator here at Castle Howard and I started here in March 2017. A typical day at Castle Howard is quite a difficult one to answer because we actually don't really have a typical day here. Any day can range from sitting at my desk answering enquiries about the collection to dealing with conservation issues related to the collection, being out in the house, moving tapestries around, moving objects around, sorting out our storage, just about anything and everything related to the collection. There are 3 members of the curatorial team. There's myself, there's Dr. Chris Ridgway, who is our curator, and there's also Anna Louise Mason, who is our archive and documentation manager. And together we cover everything to do with the collection and also the archive. One of my favourite things about Castle Howard is coming here in the morning. I don't think there are many jobs in the world where you get to come to such a beautiful location. One of the greatest pleasures is on the drive in, you see the house across the lake and it always, whatever the weather, always looks really beautiful. I have an undergraduate degree in classical civilization and a master's degree in art gallery and museum studies, and I've worked in both museums and in historic houses. I've worked in several historic houses, and each one brings with it different challenges and whole different types of collections. This collection is particularly interesting to me because it has a great collection of ancient sculpture, which really appeals to me from my first degree. If you're interested in a career working in historic houses or in museums, working with historic collections, one of the most important things is to get a lot of volunteer experience and to try all the different types of jobs that there are in these types of houses. Volunteer experience really gives you an idea of what different types of jobs involve, and it means that you can really decide whether this career path is for you before you embark on it. It is a career path that requires quite a lot of education, usually at least 2 degrees, and a lot of experience. So you really need to make sure that it's a job for you before you start on it. So this year we have a really exciting programme of talks and tours to offer, and we're in the process of developing those at the moment. And these are about the collection, they're about the history of the house, the history of the family, and the architecture, and we hope that there's a little bit in there for everybody.